So I need to use my phone here and try to call the FBI. Mandy is not going to help me. It's not that she doesn't want to. It's that family comes first. I don't have a family like that. My family simply just does not care. So I gotta make a phone call to the same people that keep blowing me off. I'm not making a live recording now, so they could send the local PD to my door to harass me, threaten me, intimidate me, arrest me, and steal all of my evidence for trying to turn them in. But this call, it's about the mandated reporters in the state of Nebraska. Their website doesn't give you a place to send the evidence to. Nobody has ever gotten back to me from any of these agencies to get the evidence. The only time that they have pretended that they're going to do anything with the evidence, obviously not the FBI, but Dual County Sheriff's Department pretended that they would do something about the assault by Joshua Rayborn. Pretended that they would do something about the death threats by Carl Snell, and I didn't know it was Carl Snell at the time, but I did know Chris Kurth. I can forgive Carl Snell. It didn't take him long to realize that I was being honest and truthful. Chris Kurth kept up his antics and got other people into it. There's video recordings on my YouTube that show that. Conversations with actual witnesses to the event. There's also a lot of recordings on my other computer over there, but I can't function. These tyrants, they get to do whatever they want, and they get to make it impossible for people like me to turn it in. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta make some phone calls, and I have no one here to make those calls with me. I gotta try to troubleshoot stuff on the internet, but I need someone to help me with that. I don't have anyone. I need someone to help go through these massive piles of evidence. You guys get to see those police videos all the time. That's standard procedure for the police, especially when you're trying to turn in a bad cop. in Tacoma, Washington, I tried to turn in Officer Schneider, and they pulled that bullshit on me. My things were getting stolen. I recorded the situations with them getting stolen, recorded witnesses, recorded security guards who found my things. Well, not my electronics, not the USB. Why would they steal the USB drives, for Christ's fucking sake? They stole my phones repeatedly. They stole my computers more than once, too. It was a meth addict who was able to take me to where my computer was. These are horrible conditions to have to do this in, having to do it one Starbucks to the next, to the next. My dad didn't even try to understand. He said he would look at the evidence and then all he wanted to do was yell and shout at me. Try to talk me out of doing the right thing. Everyone that I know has already been bought. I don't mean with money. People with children are too weak to stand up to the government because they're afraid of having their children stolen. Cops threaten them with CPS. I don't have the technical skills to do what they're asking. I don't have the time to do what they're asking. Same thing in Dual County, same thing in Boulder, same thing everywhere. Law enforcement doesn't give a fuck about you. People say you gotta write it down. I've written it down over and over. It goes absolutely nowhere. That's a 307 number, so obviously I haven't called the Nebraska FBI from this phone. Obviously I would prefer to do this with Mandy. It'd be great if she had the time to do it. It would be great if her family had enough money that they could hire some child care. Heater just kicked on. It'd be nice if I had someone in person to make these calls. Someone in person. I've told every mandated reporter that I can. They never bother to try coming and looking at the evidence because the cops pretend that I'm schizophrenic. Over and over and over and over. And the only thing that could have put a stop to this was somebody at the very beginning caring enough about me to not blow me off, to not tell me I just need to love myself. While Natalie and her friends were making my life hell, My so-called friends were showing me that they didn't care. All I needed was their voices. I needed them to speak, because I'm not allowed. I needed them to look at the evidence so that they knew what to speak about. But they didn't care to look at it. They were too busy with pretty memes. If you call the FBI during the day, it'll take you hours and hours and hours. One day I waited 1 hour and 16 minutes. 1 hour and 16 minutes for the FBI to answer. They know what these other officers are doing is illegal. They know these other officers' tactics, and why? It's because the FBI uses these tactics too. They use intimidation to separate their victims. They use lies and deceit. All I needed was for one person to actually care. And I thought I had someone who actually cared when Peaches, after a whole year of treating me like shit. A whole year. The first time that I went to Miss Peaches about this issue was before Christmas in 2016. I couldn't talk about it because her kids were awake, and then when her kids were asleep, well, they just wanted to do something else. Let's get your mind off of it. All right, we'll try that. Could you make some time to listen, please? But no, they couldn't. Joshua Hebert couldn't stop with his pretty goddamn memes. Couldn't stop fucking talking long enough for me to explain what was going on. And then Peaches treated me like that for an entire year. Treated me the way that Hebert had. When I was finally having a mental fucking breakdown, god damn it. After going to all of these people for help, after going to Nicole Peralta for help, after going to Joanna Taylor for help, after going to Jamie Curtis for help. When these people needed my help, they got it. When I needed their help, they looked the other way. They couldn't look at the evidence. They didn't have time. Peaches, on multiple occasions, I went over there. She was going to help me. I got there, and I've got to wait for her kids to go to bed. Then when her kids go to bed, I'm sitting there on the couch by myself, while right next to me, Raja and Peaches are playing Diablo 3. On another occasion, they had to, well, Peaches had to go make some drug runs. For the guy upstairs, his name was Dawn. That was at their place off of 120th and Melody in Aurora, Colorado. Meg, she can't do nothing because she's got cancer. She's got cancer. She can't do nothing because she's got cancer. Her words are what I need from her, but she won't record anything. I don't mean just write it down. I mean, actually record it like I do. She won't do it because she thinks it's rude. Well, that rudeness is better than her memory. That rudeness is better than my memory. That rudeness is better than all of your memories combined. So we're gonna type in here Nebraska FBI. Looks like they've got one in North Platte. It's got questions about the FBI here. It says, people also ask, how much do FBI agents make in Nebraska? Salary ranges for FBI agents in Omaha, Nebraska. The salary of FBI agents in Omaha, Nebraska range from $39,239 to $144,710, with a median salary of $75,429. The middle 57% of FBI agents make between $76,876 and $98,017, with the top 86% making $144,710. Meanwhile, disability money is less than $10,000 a year. They have access to all the resources in the world off of your tax dollars, and they have to take mine. I did that wrong. I was searching in contacts instead of typing the number into my keypad. I don't know who else to turn to. Obviously, no matter who I call, it's nobody's job. At night, they're pretty quick about it.
The North Platte Resident Agency of the Omaha Division of the FBI. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you are calling to report a bank robbery or kidnapping, press 1. If you are a sworn law enforcement officer, press 2. If you are calling to report a possible internet-related crime, please visit www.ic3.gov to submit a report. If you are calling to report other federal crimes or suspicious activity, please press 3. If you are a member of the media, please call the Omaha office at 402-493-8688. If you are calling regarding employment opportunities, please visit www.fbijobs.gov or call the Omaha office at 402-493-8688. 493-8688. For all other calls, press 0, or please stay on the line for the operator. Thank you.
Your call has been answered by a VIA IP office. Is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. When finished recording, press pound for more options. Record at the tone.
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. I am trying to turn in some corrupt officers across the United States, and I don't have the ability to do that. I have gone to your websites, they don't work. There's no way to send the evidence. When I type reports, they don't go through if I'm lucky enough to get to your websites. The ones that you guys give out on your numbers don't work. We've tried. Myself and multiple others have attempted, and it doesn't work. I'm trying to turn in mandated reporters who will not do their jobs and have not done their jobs. I have recordings of them ignoring violence against me, ignoring me trying to turn in the abuse against me over and over. And they just want to talk over me and tell me to let it go while the violence continues. I want you to look up the name Natalie Bollinger. My name is Sean David Schwartz. I was born October 18th of 1980. My phone number is something needs to be done. Someone needs to look at this evidence. And I need to stop being abused by law enforcement for trying to turn in my
length
predators.
Recorded. To re-record, press 1. To delete, press star D. If finished, press pound.
Since it's not a live video, I was able to pause it when I gave him my phone number. Never goes anywhere. God, I hope I got COVID and I hope it kills me. This life ain't worth living anymore. No, that's not me threatening to kill myself. Everything in my life worth living for threw me away when I hurt my back in 2015. Natalie gave me hope.